Welcome back to another devlog of Misc, A Tiny Tale. Our game is a 3D platformer all about playing as a tiny robot. The core of the game is focused on helping others around you. I thought it might be fun to rapid fire a bunch of random things we've been working on that are completely spoiler free. Let's go! In most games that have collectibles, they have an effect on the items that you can pick up. Without a graphical effect on items, it can be really hard to tell if they're just background pieces or something that you can interact with, especially if they're static on the ground. We've made it so items and cogs give a subtle glow as they rest in the land. These really pop them out from the background and let the player know that this is something you can pick up, interact with, or obtain. We achieve this effect using 3 methods. First, our materials glow a different color depending on what they are. Gold for cogs, blue for items. We've added a light source to these items which glows as well. Finally, we put a finishing touch by adding particle effects that shimmer and sparkle. I'm really happy with the end result, and I think it just makes these things so much more fun to collect and run into. Our game is all about helping people around you, or should I say bots around you. Now usually when approaching a character in the game, you're going to come across a quest. This could be retrieving a lost item, helping them with their issue, or even breaking the ice between 2 lovebirds. Now because our game can be explored in a non-linear fashion, you can approach these characters in a completely different order from one another. In testing, we found it can be a bit overwhelming to really keep track of all the different quests you're on, as well as all the items you have on hand. So we decided to add a notes menu. Pulling this menu up quickly lets you see everything you need, what items you have in your inventory, which quests you've completed and received, as well as which cogs you've collected in the current chapter. This menu was not just built for keeping notes, it was really built for the completionist. Each of the 10 cogs in each chapter now has a number, which means that if you play one chapter and you get 8 cogs, you will know which 8 cogs you've collected. This can be great by going online and asking, hey, does anyone know where the 3rd cog in chapter 2 is? Likewise, every single quest that's possible in the chapter appears as a question mark on the list. This means you'll know if you've missed a quest somewhere or have something else to complete in that chapter. With each element to our game, we really try to add some love and personality to it. So we didn't just want a normal menu. When you talk to a character and you receive a quest, the quest will appear like a notification in the top corner. But do you see this little square? This dotted space seems perfect for a stamp. That's right, when you complete a quest, it will be stamped off. I think this is a really satisfying and fun way to complete a quest. You literally have it stamped off. And what's even better, our 2D artist Chris is making every single quest in the game have a unique stamp design. Each stamp design correlates with the quest, and of course features some of your favorite characters. I think there's a lot of fun to be had here. Not only are you completing quests and trying to get 100%, but on top of that, you're unlocking these different designs that you can view. It's really fun to complete a quest and see all the little designs that go into each one. Tell us what you think below. I think everybody who's grown up playing games like Zelda has a favorite pastime: cutting grass. I really wanted to add this to our game, and despite it being quite a challenge, we've now finally made it possible to cut grass. This was a lot trickier than I thought on multiple aspects. Not only was the programming quite a challenge, but we also had to think about what does grass look like at this scale. There's all sorts of types of grass and different plants that are really, really small. So we studied these heavily and used them as inspiration for our grass. In different levels, you'll find a variety of grass patches that you can walk up to and cut with your sword. Well, safety pin. Not only is doing so very satisfying, but occasionally you'll even get a coin or 2. This can be really helpful if you're just a few coins away from a purchase at the can-do shop. That's all for today. This is just a tiny aspect of the many things we're working on, so I hope you enjoyed the preview. Thank you so much for everyone's support, and please let us know what you think. Until next time, bye!